Hey guys, so Infinity 3rd edition has been announced. I've managed to capture Carlos and take him away to a quiet corner for him to give us the lowdown on some details of what to expect of 3rd edition and some details of what to expect from miniatures and things like that that's coming up. Carlos, tell us all about it, mate. We're all ears.
Okay, this is just minutes ago from communicating 3rd edition to everyone else. Now we sit here quiet, there's not a crowd. Now we can talk quietly about 3rd edition and what is coming. Okay, so let me explain in English what I have just said in Spanish and in a quiet voice, not shouting to everyone. I have here the existing Infinity rulebooks, okay?
Yeah.
Well, okay, let me describe it to you. This is Infinity 2nd edition, the yellow book, okay? This is the most important rulebook of all because it has the DNA of the game is here, okay? This is the basics. Everything that was published after this book was expanding over this book.
Yeah.
Okay, the roots of the game are here.
Mm-hmm.
This is my favorite Infinity rulebook, Human Sphere. This is the book that expanded the basic rulebook, added in my opinion, the best rule of all, the fire teams, okay?
Yeah.
Also, the sectorial armies, the main idea of the sectorial armies, something that everybody is asking for, began here.
Yeah.
Okay, that is when the factions became theme sub armies inside the factions.
Yeah.
This is the kind of book that people is waiting for as the next expansion in Infinity. Something very similar to Human Sphere. This has great artwork and the rules completed perfectly the circle with the Infinity first book. Then we published the most successful rulebook of Infinity, Campaign Paradiso.
Yeah.
With this book came the experience system, the campaign system, the ITS tournaments came from this book because after this set of rules, the new tournaments have the objectives and
ITS, that's the Infinity Tournament System.
Yes, yes. So we have experienced very huge growth and more activity in the communities, more tournaments, and this is because of the advance in rules that came with this book.
Yeah.
Also the Spec Ops came with this book. We made better promotion, better marketing with this book. This was very successful. And last year we published the art book, which is not a rule book, it's just art, but it was very successful because we know that people like the artwork. This is very easy to sell. I mean, this means that you will be involved in gaming and stuff probably, but this is just visuals.
Yeah.
It's a book that you will see very quick, but people is already looking for another one like this because they're fun to see.
Yeah.
So if you hold, you help me hold these two with your hands.
Yeah. Okay.
And I hold these two over here. 3rd edition will mean a re-sculpt, redesign, rewritten of the 2nd edition. This will become something new. Okay. Something with new translation into English, a much better translation, something that people is very concerned about, people do care about much, because this 7-year-old book, this has been published many years ago, now we have more experience, now we will be able to do it better, and the fluff of the text will remain almost the same contents, but it has been treated like a new piece of text.
Okay.
Completely rewritten, completely translated again, looking for making it more approachable. Okay. And
so structure has been looked at, you know, layout has been looked at, translation has been looked at.
Everything, making the best possible version of this book. But with newer stuff also.
Yeah.
Apart from making the best design, best everything. Okay, it's a resculpt. We have recently resculpted Tariq Mansouri or Sun Tzu or the Kun motorized troops, all miniatures that now we are able to make the best possible versions of those miniatures.
Yeah.
That is the same treatment that we're going to this book, putting the new artwork, the new redesign factions, designs, troops, and also new troops, new artwork, something that people has never seen before.
Yeah.
And also the rules change. This is third edition, is more solid. Okay, is something that we have taken very seriously and would put all our brains and guests' brains into this. Okay, we want feedback from everybody.
Yeah.
And so we decided to attack to this book and resculpt it in a way that it will be the DNA of the game, but compatible with expansions. People do not have to trash away their already own books. Okay, this will work with this. So this first chapter is a remake, like a Hollywood remake. Well, better than Hollywood.
So the version 3 rulebook will sit quite happily with the Human Sphere and Camping Paradiso.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and will benefit them also. This will make the whole ITS tournaments, the whole tournament gaming more solid.
Yeah.
Because the huge difference, even between these two books, the difference in texting is quite an improvement here.
Yeah.
Here you will have very long rules with lots of text, but they have created with the years 0 questions. No gray areas, no holes in the rules, while this old book made without all the experience that we have through the years has gray areas, has holes, the needed frequently asked questions.
Yeah, FAQ'd.
Yeah, and stuff. Another thing that we thought is very obvious. Every step that the company has done in the direction of making the game more approachable, this means making videos that explain the rules, making the army, the software for making armies, making the Wikipedia of the rules, making the quick start rules, the collaboration also. Every step that we made in that direction made a bigger base of players. More people jumped into the game because of that. So it's obviously a decision that has to be made. This decision was made after publishing Campaign Paradiso, because we realized, okay, this book here at the end of this road is a book obviously for veteran gamers. People who already dominate these rules, and now they face these rules. After making a book such for veterans, it was time for thinking about going back to the basics. But this is not the book that people were expecting for. People were expecting for the next expansion. Let's say that this proxy, this art book will be the next book, the Acheron Falls. That book is going to be more like Human Sphere, a new wave of sectorial armies, duplicating the number of armies in the game. Everybody wants that, and that will come, okay? But first, we want to make stronger roots, because everything is basing in this book. This is the base for everything. And we know that more people is going to jump into the game because of this book and that book. And we want it to be in a very approachable and understandable and very well translated English, first of all. That is very important. I think that there's people who read the Infinity Rules and it sounded weird for them, and that was a bad point for us. Okay, so we're working very much on that. So the new third edition book will have new artwork, everything put to the limit, to the level that Corvus Belli is giving up. That is the most important thing, making everybody know that first the third edition will make more people jump into the game, and then with the game healed by third edition,
foundation,
much more solid for expanding over this. Because we are going to release an American themed army. We expect lots of American people to jump into the game because of that. I mean, if you read the forums, American gamers are constantly asking about that. We want to have the game as solid as possible, because we expect it to grow and more people involved and more solid, the whole text. That's the basic. That is the more important thing I have to explain about third edition. Later in the year, we have to talk about this, Warren. Later in the year, we're going to drop more information. We are going to be careful revealing information through the year, because we want every content to have its own moment. Okay. Because I know what is coming. You don't know what is coming, but I'll show you when the cameras are.
When the camera's up.
So, new troops. New rules, lots of new stuff, new artwork. the old stuff redesigned with better looking than ever, new stuff, not just remakes, also new stuff. That is what is coming with 3rd edition. But because 3rd edition is a remake of 2nd edition, then Aleph and Toha, those factions, doesn't appear in this book.
They will be in the 3rd edition.
No, they are not. Because the telling of the books introduces you to the new faction.
Oh.
For example, Campaign Paradiso is all about the Toha.
Gotcha.
The narrative introduces the Toha. So there won't be in this book, but the reinforcements, the new troops that will come at the same time that new troops come to this book, will be appearing in the website.
I see.
Okay, as downloadable stuff.
Yes.
Like the Nikoul and the Rasail for the Toha, like the Dactylos and Stila for Aleph. These are names that people...
So anybody that's already invested in Infinity, it's only one book that's being replaced, and for a dramatic improvement. Their story, it fits in nicely, so they can still use Human Sphere, then they go to Campaign Paradiso, and then whatever comes after that.
And apart from all of that, as usual with Corvus Belli, all the rules will be downloadable for free in the website. So
excellent.
You can make your own rule book by downloading all the files that you need and making it your own. But the rules also come with artwork, with fluff, and people enjoy the fluff very much. It makes sense with the armies and the factions. So I have a few concept designs here that I would like to show you in order to know what is coming with the 3rd edition, in order to let you know that old troops are being redesigned, but new troops are also coming.
Excellent. Let's see some.
Interventors from Tunguska. This is a classic troop profile. This is already in this book, okay? But because we are facing 3rd edition, the profile has been updated. Okay. It has new skills or new equipment, okay, and it has been completely redesigned. This is new concept artwork. If you look at the old interventors, let me try to find the old picture. Maybe we have some old picture here. You will see that they were wearing blue. Yes. This is the old interventor, okay? She was wearing pink, blue, colors that didn't match with the idea of the nomads that we already have. The nomads has to be red, more like that. So it was time for taking care of Tunguska. Tunguska is a sectorial army of the nomads that will be developed in the upcoming future book of Acheron Falls. Okay, but now what we can do is already giving troops that will belong to that sectorial old troop profiles being remade, and also new troop profiles like the Grenzer that will appear further in the year. So this is the male interventor, and this is the female interventor. Okay. And they will become they will come in a box next month. This is happening now. Next month they're already there. And one will have combi rifle, and another will have boarding shotgun, and they will come with these fast pandas.
Oh, cool! Yeah.
What are these? This is not in 2nd edition. This is part of 3rd edition. A new accessory, a new complement of the interventors that will allow them to expand their hacker influence through the table. Okay. So this is old and new at the same time. This is the way that 3rd edition is going to deal with stuff. Let's see more. Okay, these are Su Young Invincibles. This is a completely new troop profile that belongs to Yu Qing, and that will belong to a new sectoral army that is the Invincible Army that will come in the future, and again in the Acheron Falls book, that is the one that will expand the armies. But no, that will be the sectoral army, but this troop profile and this soldier will be happening this year because it comes in 3rd edition. The only thing that will make the Acheron Falls book is listing these new troop profiles and tell you that you can make fire teams with some of them and also add new troops. But both books will make those armies. Okay, so this is like a low-class heavy infantry, and it's designed to be probably the line infantry for the Invincible Army starter pack. So instead of having 3 line troopers, just light armor guys, you will have heavy armor guys. So So this is not stuff. Let's show another stuff. Kazakh Spetsnaz. Okay, this is
very cool. Yeah.
this is from Ariadna. This is the Kazakh army, another army that at some point with Acheron Falls will become fully loaded.
Fully realized.
Yeah. But we are adding new troop profiles that people can play in generic Ariadna and will be part of something, you know, more playable with Acheron Falls. This is a completely new troop profile, but that comes with 3rd edition. So we are seeing that this is the ambushed version because this is a double troop profile. It has the ambush version that has camouflage and long range weapons. And if I click here, we see the Kazakh Spetsnaz paratrooper. Now it's not a camouflage guy, it's a paratrooper and will come with bolt and shotgun and rifle. Let's see another one. This has been already released. They have a funny name.
Yeah, there's the Kum Riders.
The Kum motorized troops. Kum. This is the way to pronounce this. I have some 3D previews, but these are no longer useful because they will already have the miniatures. But the concept art has not been seen yet. These are the badass bikers, okay, male bikers. If you look at here, we see 2 new logos, okay?
Yeah.
This is the new Kum logo for the bikers, but this is the new sectorial logo. This is from the Gapkar Khanate, okay? A new sectorial army that already has troops already released because the Kum are from this army, the Halka, the Hunthakut, there are troops that already belong to this army that you can play in generic Hack Islam. At some point, the Khanate will be fully developed with Acheron Falls and people will be able to apply certain sectorial rules with them. Okay, so we're very happy with the final result of those miniatures, and I can say that another box of Kums will be coming later this year.
Wow.
Apart from the one that has been already released.
Fantastic.
Probably with this
with the female.
With the female.
Yeah.
People is asking for the female right now. And a few more surprises. This is the design of the bikes. It took, I've seen Carlos Torres drawing these bikes and he enjoyed very much this part of his job. He made several different versions and he was so happy that we also make the bikes being multi-part. They have different pieces to make different bikes.
So you can create variations.
Yeah, you can choose to have because there is a version with some bags behind.
Yeah.
And you can choose also between 2 options of the front part. So it's nice. This is fun for the people. Okay, these are the Mutawiya. This is a real sculpt of a true profile. We didn't like the previous existing miniatures, and we had the chance to remake them, redesign them, be happy with them. They are being resculpted right now. We're happy with the concept artwork, so we have here like a cute college girl, something like that, and now the badass male version with tattoos. Something similar to the Kum Biker also. These are very cheap troops that goes with template weapon. They became impetuous. They are dangerous for certain troops in the battlefield.
So they make a part of a warband, would they? Or?
Yeah, they're a warband. They're the kind of warband, and they have this device here that affects especially super giant robots.
Yeah.
Okay, so here it comes. A very cheap guy. Very easy to kill, not a big menace for most of the troops, but if he reaches certain range with a big robot, he can deactivate him with EM pulse.
Oh wow!
So people say that these guys are suicides, something like that, but no, they're not exploding themselves, but they create a EM pulse.
An EMP pulse.
And
that'll affect tags.
And the tag gets deactivated. So it's the little menace that can make a lot of damage. Yeah. Something like that. It's funny to play. Okay, the new Terra Balls that has been already released. It's always a good time to see some concept artwork. I can also point at here the new design for the panel weapons that haven't been updated. Many people ask why did we release the new Terra Balls first in starter. There is also a very affordable blister pack there, and now the box with all the weapon options. Well, we really we released them that way because these now are 3D sculpts, and they were already made. That is why we released them, because when making them for the starter pack, the bolts were already made. With a few extra work on there, we will be able to deliver all the weapon options of these troops.
Yeah.
So the cool part of this is that this new formula of making troops with 3D sculpting is very useful for us. We can deliver to the players that really need all the weapon options, everything they need. The same happened with the Morat Vanguard Infantry. It's a very useful line troopers, and now they have 7 new miniatures that completely fulls all the options that the players may need.
Yeah.
I wish that we can do that with more line troopers, which are very necessary for the player, and with 3D sculpting, you know, once you have made 2 of them, you can really make the rest of them and accomplish that objective shortly. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the female and this is the male version here.
The weapons look amazing.
As I said, the Neoterra bolts are a true profile that are part of 3rd edition. They already have a version of 2nd edition, a true profile for 2nd edition, but I think that they will make much more sense in 3rd edition. Without going deeply into the rules, I can say that when the army goes in retreat state, and that's when the Fusiliers go away from the battle, the Neoterra bolts with the 3rd edition rules stay in the battle.
Right.
That can make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Okay? This is the Nikoul ambush unit. This is very special, okay? This is a Toha troop, okay? So, because it is a Toha and the Toha don't appear in 3rd edition, this troop profile or the fluff of this troop won't be in this book, because the Toha appear in a very narrative way in this book.
Yeah.
So this reinforcement for the Toha players will appear in the website, will appear in the army list maker, okay, but not in the book. So this is a message to all Aleph and Toha players, because Aleph and Toha are not in the basic rule book. They won't find the reinforcement that everybody else is receiving in the rule book, but you will be receiving them in the website. Don't worry.
Okay.
In fact, Aleph and Toha are nowadays top sellers as armies, so we are not forgetting about you. Don't worry. Okay, this is.
It's a fantastic idea. The sniper rifle and
What from this concept art, without going right now, I cannot tell you which is the true profile of the Nikoul ambush unit, but just by looking at the concept art, we can see, first of all, has symbiote armor, this shiny orange thing here. Okay, that gives him an extra wound. He can take 2 wounds before going unconscious. Okay. Apart from that, he has viral and sniper rifle. Viral ammunition is very important, and with the sniper range is most deadly. So that's cool. It has mines. Okay. And I can also tell you that it's sapper.
Wow.
It creates its own foxhole. And if I see him just 2 mines here, when he has 3, I can guess that he has the mine layer skill. So you have a sniper with viral ammunition, with symbiote already in his foxhole, and a mine is already placed probably in his own control, 20 centimeters away from him, 8 inches away from him. So it's a good way to protect his sniper spot.
It's a beautiful miniature.
Yeah, this was made by José Luis Roch.
Oh,
That
wow.
is a very good sculptor of traditional sculpting that is now turning into a digital sculpture.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah, he's a talented guy.
I think people out there will be looking at that miniature from the point of view of just having it as part of their collection, never mind playing it.
Sappers usually are very cool miniatures because they have that base element, and really for painters do love them very much. Okay, 012, High Commander, you already seen this in the seminar. that we allow the people from the seminar to vote for their favorite color scheme.
Yeah.
Something that I enjoy in the seminars, for being people to participate.
Do you remember which one they voted for?
Yeah, this is number 2.
Number 2, okay.
Yeah. This is the concept design. The O12 High Commissioner. O12 is a faction that already has no miniature, has not been released yet. O12 will be like the United Nations in the universe. Okay, they have a lot of political power. They coordinate all the enemy factions. They are the diplomatic way, but they also have their army and the soldiers. That has not been released yet. Many people is waiting for them to appear. At some point, we make it happen. But this is like a politician. Okay, this is like a senator or something.
Yeah.
He likes a bit corrupt, maybe. I know that there is a mission coming that will drop at some point of this year that involves this character, this guy.
Yeah.
People will be all able to get this miniature and use it as the VIP and reenacting all the dramatic fluff of this mission.
Yeah.
But of course, in Infinity, there are many civilian VIPs, miniatures that can be playing that role.
Yeah.
Let's look for something else. The Squalo from Pantheania. Okay, this is a tag.
Oh, wow.
Okay, this is giant robot. This there is already a miniature released with this top profile, but now we are able to remake the design, the miniature, make it much better. It will be based in a new 55mm base. Now, by some decisions that we have taken, Carlos Torres decided to make the heavy grenade launcher more obvious in this miniature. Apart from the artistic point of view, now this is the only tag that has a heavy grenade launcher, so let's make it the leitmotif of this miniature. Okay? Let's focus more on that part because it's the only one who will shoot that kind of stuff. So this is for Pano. Sun C. This was recently released. This is the Chinese master commander. Okay. A huge improvement in 3D sculpting with this sculpt, and especially it's a good base for future upcoming heavy infantry.
Yeah.
Something very cool that we are learning about 3D sculpting is that a good miniature can be also the base of another good miniature.
Yeah.
So we're very happy with Sun Si. I'm sure it is going to be very successful. But then terracotta soldiers that we have already been seeing will probably be 3D sculpted based on this already made sculpt.
Yeah.
Apart from that, Sun Se is an old profile from third edition book. From a classic true profile, and now in third edition book he will receive a new true profile with new skills and new stuff that allow him to be a better commander.
Wow, awesome.
And I leave it there. Tamiris, and I don't know how to pronounce this, the Aoidos or something.
Aoidos.
Yeah, Infinity Wars, you know.
Yep.
Okay, this is a troop for Aleph. It's going to be released in a few months. This is this year happening. It's from Campaign Paradiso. It's a journalist and also a hacker. It's from the Aleph faction. Gives many advantages to the Aleph players. The people are doing well with this troop. At some point, I asked Gutier about how do want him to be. How can I design this guy, Gutier? How do you want it?
Yeah.
He told me he can be the less military looking figure from Aleph.
Yeah.
Okay, the more civilian looking. And at some point with the economy scheme, we decided to put his hair white, and now he looks like a bit like Julian Assange, I think.
Yeah.
So, and it fits with the flag perfectly because he's a journalist, so it's a little joke here. Tank Hunters.
Oh.
Once again, a classic true profile from Infinity. In fact, in my seminar, I talk about the top 10 top sellers in a relative way.
Yeah.
And the Tank Hunter without autocannon, I mean, this guy with this weapon over here is one of the top 10 single blisters selling and it's a very old miniature from many years ago, but this is still in the top 10. People love it
because it's still a very functional part of the game.
It's it's a good miniature, good by through profile, effective, the kind of miniature that basic for basic arrow troop for Ariadne. I mean, apart from this guy, who else? You know, but this guy always enters in my list is because with the autocannon, every time he hits an objective, he's destroyed. Nobody saves all that armors. So a classic. Okay, we won't touch the autocannon miniature, but the other two tank hunters have been old because they were roughly the first Infinity miniatures almost, and now we have a new design that it's very similar to the old, but we also wanted to have a new dossier because the old one was very old style. We wanted to update the dossier. That is something that we have been doing with the dossier and the designs for 3rd edition, because if we are going to ask for great artists for new artwork, we don't want to show the old designs. We want to update everything and make them the most recent and
visualizations.
Better for everything. Tari Mansouri, another example of recent resculpt.
Is he a commander? Is he or?
Yes, he has the lieutenant option, and if you go with him as a lieutenant, you will probably you will have one more order to spend in him. It's a kind of I'm going to give everything with this. If you combine this guy with an assassin Farsan that has chain of command, then you can risk that guy that even if he dies, the chain of command troop will become the lieutenant automatically without going into loss of lieutenant state. We decided to make this guy as Ajax the Great. Like, let's make another miniature as big as Ajax with some kind of posing that will rivalize with Ajax, something that will make both look good in a photo, like fighting each other. Let's make an enemy for Ajax. That was already a successful miniature. So
fantastic opportunity for a diorama coming up then.
Yes, I'm agree with that because when I received the miniature already painted, because these miniatures have been released yet, we have the chance to make a photo, with both of them colliding together, and people did enjoy that very much. I'm very lucky for having the job of taking photos to the miniatures, because I can create the kind of scenes. And with a macro lens and making a few artistic angles with the weapon of one guy hitting the other. I do enjoy that part very much.
Okay, what have we got next then?
Okay, let me show you. Okay, the unit rumba droids. Okay.
Oh wow!
These are new troops for the combined army. This is a new troop profile. This is not a remake of something classic. This is completely new, and this will be in 3rd edition. As I said, there are new troops coming in 3rd edition. This will be something similar like the Kinitak bots from Aleph, but for the combined army. The Kinitak bots are some kind of droids. These will also are meant to be the line troop for a new combined army starter pack that may happen at the end of the year. We still have to work on the color, and maybe people in the comments section of this video can vote for
vote for 1, 2 or 3.
Which color do you like more? We will probably have to be careful with the color, because if this goes in a starter packs with 3 more miniatures, we will have to make them look coherent. We have that photo is very important. We will have to all to have the same colors. That makes them look better always. Okay, this is the miniature for the War Corps. Okay, the War Corps is at the same time a true profile in Infinity setting of war correspondence. At the same time is the word that we are using for Infinity lead gamers that will create communities around them, that will organize tournaments, that will make Infinity fanatics that will share and spread the word among their friends and communities. So apart from the official miniature that will be sent like any other miniature, there will be a special version only for warcores, people who is getting in the warcore program.
Yeah.
They will have a badge and they will have access to an alternative version of this miniature. It's a way of incentivizing or rewarding people who has been already investing a lot of time and effort in building an Infinity community and in showing their friends Infinity, in learning to play by reading this badly translated book. Don't worry, that won't happen with third edition, it will be much better. Okay, now I'm going to show you something that I really like. We're really excited about these ones. Okay, this is just the controller. Okay, this is just the female controller that has a tablet, but this is the new assault pack. What is she controlling? Okay, she's controlling 3 of these beasts.
Oh.
Okay, this is the new antipode design. This is the alien wolves that the humans encountered in Planet Dawn, the planet of the Ariadna faction, when the ship arrived. The biggest problem that they had was fighting these wolves. And after generations of humans colonizing that planet, some pregnant woman gave birth to really ugly childs, and those ugly childs finally turned into dog warriors. They become werewolves. Okay. That's a consequence of being infected by these antipodes. These are very fierce beasts. They were very dangerous, but at some point the Ariadna army was able to to handle them and even become troops with the army.
Use them in the army.
So it's very hard to control, but you can send 3 of these beasts against your enemy, probably the biggest and more dangerous tag of their enemy, and they will slice it into pieces.
Tear it to pieces. I can't wait to see the sculpt of this.
Well, you can do it, because I have 3D previews here, Warren.
Oh, really?
Which is even better than looking at pictures.
Oh, wow.
So, if you allow me, this, I hope...
That is ferocious.
Yes.
Absolutely ferocious.
She is huge and with scars and stuff. This is one version of the 3 sculpts that will come in the box.
And all 3 sculpts obviously are different. And
yeah, there are 2 of them that share like the main body but changes head and arms. Okay, and there's a third one that is my favorite, that is like running. You will see now in the previous. We were amazed while Fausto Gutierrez, the sculptor, was making this. Everybody was standing behind him looking, and he was making the pose. He delivered this very quickly. We were amazed by his skills, because after making the first antipode, he was able to move it and create the other 2 very quickly. I mean, he's a talented guy, very effective and very productive artist.
Wow, it's... The details.
It's
superb.
Crazy. It's crazy because at the end this ends up being a miniature like this. So when he put the images in the screen, it's very impressive. And Angel will paint this.
Yeah.
You know, Angel will probably disappear for 1 week and then send us the images.
Yeah. And this is an alternative. With the mouth open. Look at the maw on that. Just raw. They're so ferocious looking.
So these miniatures will probably come around this summer, I guess. In a few months they will be ready. So
we're not going to wait very long for these?
No, I'm saying you the productivity in Corvus Belli with 3D sculpting, with the new Thintic tablets that we're using for designing instead of pen and paper, with the new production structure that DAF has made, the new organization, we are getting faster. And
wow!
Yeah, my favorite. I love it. The strength of the arms is impressive. And this was the first one to be made. And we saw, even before he had the knife in the hand, when we just watched the arm. The strength of the gesture, we were like,
look at that. It's terrifying, but beautiful at the same time.
Yes. Wow, my favorite angle. We're very happy with these miniatures. We think that it's going to be a great box. and the way these troops behave as in rules, also in 3rd edition, is very special. And antipodes are something very special. They have the antipode rule completely just for them. So it's something that no other army has. And it's something that the Ariana players like very much. It's like sending a missile to the enemy. The three wolves go, and whatever they touch, they will almost just kill that unit, but it could be any unit. Okay, give me your most powerful stuff. I have these things here that cost around 30 points, not 100 points, and we'll get it and we'll destroy it.
So if they make it there, they're effective.
You know that it's hard to make it, but if they reach that point, it's destroyed.
Wow.
So those are the design previews that I have for the seminar. I have to talk also about the basing, just a little stuff about, because I also revealed this information in the seminar. There will be, with every troop profile, for every troop profile, once we get into 3rd edition, there will be a new attribute, which is the silhouette attribute. Okay, this will clarify completely the volume for line of fire of every miniature, height and width. Okay, regarding the base size of the miniature, and all miniatures will be put into groups. Silhouette 1, Silhouette 2, Silhouette 3. Okay, that will bring a lot of solid way of interpreting lines of fire, if you're exposed, if you're not exposed, because right now people are looking at the real miniature. So even the same troop profile when different miniatures, if one miniature is a little prone, you know, or just a little turn away, line of fire becomes something difficult to make both players be agreed with.
Having them categorized in the silhouette groups will allow people to model their miniatures in many different ways.
They will have templates free for download, and probably partners will also make silhouette templates that will clarify. If you see the template, you are seeing the miniature. Doesn't matter if Valeria Gromoth is standing on the floor. Doesn't matter if this guy is like this posing. Doesn't matter. If you see the template, you see the miniature. The legal line of fire is legal, and that will affect all armies, and that will affect all factions. Okay, is for everyone. That makes the game solid. Okay, and that is what we are looking for with 3rd edition, making all the rules black or white. Yes or no. No gray areas. No strange interpretations and things. So we're heading with that. Now we have introduced a new base size, 55 millimeters. People is talking about how this is going to behave, because we will have silhouette templates. Don't worry about using a beautiful base with stuff that will add height to your miniature. Don't worry, you will use silhouette templates. Don't worry if you're putting stuff on your miniature that makes it higher or lower, or doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Make it beautiful. Enjoy the miniature. We released a tag there that was, you know, taller than the other tags, and people go, this is going to be exposed to more lines of fire. I mean, don't worry. I mean, let's enjoy the miniatures. Let's have a bigger canvas for the artists, so we can make bikes and we can make tags and make them be in good posing. Let's make everything better. I mean, the margin of getting better is still very big for Infinity. There's still a lot of space, a lot of growth potential. So let's move into that direction. I mean, that is a great decision. But apart from what I think about these new rules that will come at some moment, Corvus Belli always put the rules available for download. So when 3rd edition comes, people who wants to try the game can download it and conclude and extract their own conclusions. It's not what I say, it's what you think. And you will have the chance to read all the rules and decide. Fantastic. Carlos, look, thank you so much for taking us through that. Guys, exciting times ahead. So, obviously, stay tuned to BC War, because as this stuff starts to break,
you know we'll be bringing it to you. If you've got questions for Corvus Belli, for Carlos and the team, post them below, and we will see if we can organize something where, you know, you get to ask those questions and these guys can help answer them. Look, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon.